I feel like the audience is actually going to be able to grow with me. They're going to see the maturity. They're going to see the change, the transformation, you know, the love, the emotions. You know, it's going to give a lot of people a different side of young black men, you know, that they probably never would have seen, you know. And I love this show because of that. Because it actually exploits those feelings. It actually exploits those emotions and, you know, gestures that actually occur in a young man's life.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Sir, I just want to say thank you. You saved my life.
Yeah, just to change the character and, you know, decision making and everything. Like with everything that actually had went on in my life and things that I've actually seen and been around, my decision making has changed a whole lot drastically. You know, I'm not thinking the same way. I'm not moving the same way. You know, I'm doing things a lot smarter. I'm doing things legally now. Cause again, I have 2 little girls out here that I gotta make sure they taken care of. So if I'm not out here, how am I gonna, you know, provide for them in the fashion that they need to be provided for? So it's a lot of things that I gotta do for myself. So, you know, I'm just not head first and just thinking about myself anymore. I'm actually thinking, how can I do this the smart way? It may take a lot longer than if I was to, you know, go back to something that I knew. But, you know, it's a lot more consequences that come with that, and it's a lot more risk that I'd be taking in order to get to the same avenue that I'm trying to get. You know, so my transformation has pretty much just been my decision making. You know, just calming down a little more, being a little more rational, thinking a little better, you know, and just moving a little smarter. But pretty much just, you know, doing everything in a legit fashion and doing everything I need to do for my children. But I definitely believe my decision making and my character, you know, is probably the area that I actually, you know, changed the most. That's when my transformation came into play. But like I said, for the most part, I'm still the same dude. I still listen to Guy that Boosie and, you know, all that. I'm still a little loud from time to time. You know, I'm still the same person. You know, I like to have fun. I entertain myself. I am myself. You know, can't nobody change me or nothing. But, you know, we just doing our things a little more positive. That's you know, that's when my transformation comes into play.
YungHood Inc., an innovative, navigational, and creative company that works with its clients from the inside out. We believe in walking our clients hand in hand, from concept creation to brand management. Our innovative process assists our clients in conceptualizing, developing, building, rebuilding, or restructuring their lives, businesses, and brands. Are you ready to be seen, heard, and remembered? Contact us at YungHoodInc.com.
My father actually kept me in school. And, you know, without him, I probably wouldn't have made it. I tried to give up a few times. Actually started to give up a few times. I didn't want to say tried, but started to give up a few times because of a lot of situations that was going on. You know, and you know, money was very, very tight. A lot of things were going on back home that were just out of my control. You know, things that I probably could have been able to remedy if I was still at home, but doing it in a whole different light, you know. So, you know, I just talking to him all the time and just telling me, you gotta sacrifice this time. You have to sacrifice. Cause I mean, if you go home and do what you know and get locked back up for Lord knows how long, and you still got to sacrifice because now you're not there. But this sacrifice is not being made by you. You know what I'm saying? This is an unwilling sacrifice. Somebody else had to come to take you out of their lives in order for, you know, them to live the way they're living now. They're going to live that way regardless for a short period of time though. So if you can go ahead and do this in the right way, be a little patient, be a little level-headed, yes, all of y'all are going to go through it. Yes, your children are going to go through it, but at the end of the day, when you do what it is that you need to do and you get everything situated and you in a space that you need to be in, then you will be better able to help take care of them. But you cannot do that from behind bars. You can't. You know, so those little talks right there, that's pretty much what kept me on the up and up. That's what actually kept me on the path that I was going. So, you know, I thank him a whole lot. I thank him a whole lot. Because like I said, it has been plenty of times that I done called him and, you know, we talking and I'm just about to go back. This ain't working. You know, so without him, I probably wouldn't be here today. You know, ain't no telling where I'd be at. So I'm very thankful for him. When you young, you so used to your mom and your daddy taking care of you. You so used to, you know, walking to the refrigerator and the refrigerator already full. You're not really paying attention to what came about, you know, and how the money was raised in order to get this food into this refrigerator. You just know every time you go to the refrigerator, it's food enough. You know, every time you go hit a light switch, that light coming on. You know, every time you need to go to school to get dropped off over here at football practice, there's gas in that car. You know, you don't really think about everything that goes on behind the scenes. You just know that you're being taken care of. And we all, when we're young, we all want to be grown so bad. Oh, I can't wait till I get grown. I could do this, I could do that, I could do that. But you don't understand the things that you have to do. You know, the responsibilities that you have to take in order for you to be able to live this life and do these things that your parents have been doing for you for so long. So, you know, when I actually got out on my own and ain't no more mama, ain't no more daddy. You know what I'm saying? You here for yourself. You fending for yourself. And I've always kept a job. Anybody who know me, they'll tell you I've always kept a job, always. But my attitude, you know, always kind of like brought me negative energy. You know what I'm saying? You put out negative energy, you're gonna get back negative energy or whatever. But you know, it's just a lot of certain situations that I handle wrong, you know, always caused me to end up losing my job. And just because you lost your job doesn't mean that, oh, you ain't gotta worry about no bills this month. You know, because if that was the case, when nobody paying no bills and nobody would be working, and the bills still coming. You know, them Pampers still need changing. These babies still need milk. Ain't nothing changing just because you don't have a job no more. So when you can't call mama, you can't call daddy, you ain't being taken care of like that no more. You grown. It's like, what are you gonna do? You know, and the people that I was around, you know, I'm around some you know, young, wild individuals. You know, some I don't give a F type individuals. You know, so anytime I would lose a job, you know, we sitting there, we may be sitting around talking about what we're gonna do to get some money, what we're gonna do to get some money. And we all had access to guns at that time. You know, so I mean, it wasn't nothing like, you know, a lot of people actually tend to start doing things just because other people are doing it and they feel like, oh yeah, I just want to be part of the crowd. It was a necessity. I'm living with somebody else. These people ain't about to just be like, oh yeah, you ain't got no job, don't worry about it, you be straight, we'll take care of you. Ain't nobody about to do that. Nobody at all. You know, so like I say, we all got access to guns. All of us, you know. So it got to a point where it just, hey, I know something, what's up? And, you know, from there we just turned up and everything, and like after that first one, it was just over and over and over, non-tomorrow. I mean, I started off like breaking in the houses and breaking in the cars, you know, then like kind of graduate into, you know, strong arm robbery, you know, beating up people in the streets or whatever and just running through their pockets, to, oh, you got some fire? Hey, let me hold some. You know, and just doing a lot of things that I shouldn't have had no business doing. But that's what I was doing at the time. And as soon as I like, you know, we come up on a couple thousand, whatever, we still young, so this ain't, it's money to us. But it really wasn't, but it's money to us. So, you know, when you get that money back in your pocket, I'm still looking for jobs in the process. You know, I wasn't just out there doing all this, and you know, as soon as I find me a job, okay, I stop. And then again, you know, I end up messing up and losing my job again, and going right back to the same people. Hey, bro, I need something. What's up? And from there, turning up again. You know, like it was an ongoing process. Like if I get fired, go back to the streets. You know what I'm saying? Make a couple, you know, a couple bands, whatever. Find me a job, lose the job, go right back to the same thing. You know. So, you know, I was a stick-up kid. I started off as a stick-up kid. You know what I'm saying? I was playing with, like, you know, work at the time, but that was, like, I ain't really started making no money off of, you know, dope, like, until later on. You know, way later on or whatever, you know what I'm saying? So at that time, I would never consider myself no drug dealer. Yeah, I sold drugs, but I wasn't making no money, so I didn't consider myself no drug dealer. I was making all my money off of robbing, you know, so, you know, later on after you know, beating my own carjacking charge, that's when it was like, what we gonna do now? I'm not going back there, you know, and I felt like that was something I could do to stay under the radar, and anything I put my mind to, I'm gonna be successful at, anything. So when I actually like put my foot down and, you know, linked up with this person over here about this deal, and then just started growing and growing and growing and growing and growing, you know, I just took off from there. But when you don't have people taking care of you or looking out for you in the way that you need it, you're gonna tend to find, you know, other options to actually take care of yourself. You know, and I ain't come up in a family like that. You know, my father was a police officer. You know, Oakland Police Department. That's where he retired from. He was actually at Fort Myers PD before we left Fort Myers. And when we moved to California, you know, transferred from over there. Fort Myers PD to Oakland PD. So, you know, and then my mama, she wasn't like that. She had a little attitude when she was younger. Or I don't want to say an attitude, but a temper, same thing. But it was like me. I get that part from her. You probably won't see it now if you talk to her, but I get that little part from her. You know, you gotta tick me off for you to actually see it, because I'm the coolest person you ever want to be around. Coolest person you ever want to be around. Cool personality, I vibe. I'm good people. But as soon as you get my time wrong, I'm gonna let you know, hey, hold on, don't play like that. And you're gonna either respect it, or you're gonna continue to do what it is that you're doing. And if you continue to do what it is that you're doing, it's up from there. You know, so, and you might not see it coming, because I'm all over the place right then and there. You know, like I say, and I think that's probably because I feel like I'm so respectful. I'm a very, very respectful person. So I don't feel like I deserve any kind of disrespect. So when I begin to get disrespected, you know, I tend to feel like, oh no, we going over the top, because I'm not even that type of person. I don't be running around with my chest poked out, you know, acting like I'm this or acting like I'm that. I'm not that type of person. I'm very, very respectful, very respectful. So as soon as you cross that line, it's just, okay, yeah, this man retarded. You know, but that pretty much just what it is, though. I ain't, you know, I'm too cool and laid back for you to be disrespecting me like that. I don't deserve it. You know what I'm saying? That's why I feel like my attitude probably was as bad as it was, because I feel like I don't deserve it. Well, why are you with me? Really? You know. But yeah, it just, I don't know, it just, you gonna find me one way or the other. One way or the other. You gonna find a way to take care of yourself and take care of your habits and your necessities that you need. You know, so that's where all that came into place at. And my parents did not agree with my lifestyle at all. You know, my parents were very, very, very disappointed in me. Very disappointed in me. Father, mother, you know, anybody around me, like, wow, come on, you don't even come from no family like that. You know, I got some wild little cousins and all that, you know, but like my immediate family, my mother, my father, my brothers, my sisters, we ain't grow up like that. We ain't grow up like that. Not at all. Not at all. And again, with my father actually being a police officer, when I actually caught my own carjacking charge, it was a black detective in there, a lady. And I go in there and we get to talking, and she like, Charles Mann, do you have a father named Charles Mann? I think he changed the name to I say Abdullah. She's like, so you his son? I say, yeah, that's my daddy. What in the world are you doing here? Especially with these charges. Like, well, what's the issue? Isn't he in California now? And this and this. Like, yeah, you know, like, really, like, knows my father. Been working in the department for a long time. You know, my daddy, he been going to California for a little while, but, you know, she still know him. Everybody still know him and everything. And it's like, what are you doing? What are you doing? I know your mama, too. You ain't come up like this. What are you doing? You know, so, nah, my people definitely didn't, you know, encourage it or, you know, anything like that. They were kind of confused on how that happened. How? We did not bring you up like that. Not at all. But, you know, drastic situations, you know, end up provoking drastic reactions. So, that's what it was.
Focus One Entertainment is Detroit's premier entertainment company, but we're not just an entertainment company. We are your #1 multimedia resource. Focus One has combined years of talent and experience in order to bring you what you're looking for in a video, a polished professional product. F1 Entertainment specializes in filming workshops, seminars, and corporate presentations. More and more businesses are utilizing video production services to create web virtuals, online marketing content, and promotional and corporate training videos. Your company can do the same with Focus One Entertainment. Contact Focus One Entertainment at 313-444-3638 or visit us on the web at www.focusoneEntertainment.com.
When I was actually rapping and, you know, in the studio and performing and on the road, best time of my life. You know, outside of life, you know, the births of my daughters, best times of my life. You couldn't tell me I wasn't Lil Wayne. You couldn't tell me I wasn't, you know, Hot Boys. Couldn't tell me I wasn't Trick. You couldn't tell me I wasn't Ross. Like, bro, best time of my life. And, you know, for one, you're doing something you love doing. You know, I love music. You know, I love music. I'm a very musical person. I'm an artist. And, you know, the way I can, like, you know, tell you my story and deliver it to you, and in the fashion and the manner that I'm able to do it, it's just like, it's crazy. It's crazy. You know, I enjoyed the music business, you know, being in the studio late, you know, we drinking, popping off, you know, we you know, they got their reefer and everything. I started smoking long time ago, you know, we good vibe, having good times, recording music, whatever, partying. I don't care what city we go to, or even if we back home, you know, oh, he rap, oh, then and that, like, they really treating you like you a celebrity, and you like, I ain't making no money off the rap game, but I just got videos out on YouTube. They know I be, you know, over here and promoting over, you know, shows that I'm doing over this way. You know, I done been from Gainesville to Miami, Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater, Lake City, Live Oak, Wildwood, Jacksonville, Daytona. Like, bro, I done been all over the state of Florida, Florida performing and hanging out, and bro, literally best time of my life. Come home, you know, be recording throughout the week or whatever. That next weekend we back on the road, you know what I'm saying? Ain't really had to pay for no hotels, and now we hanging out because everywhere we go, you got females like, oh, he rap, he on stage doing this and this and that, and he, you know, and they treating you like celebrities for real. Oh, y'all can come back over here, and, you know, we all got sticks and everything, so y'all ain't planning on robbing us or nothing. You know, we out here to have a good time, but and we gonna make sure we have a good time, but at the same time, we on point. Like, you know, so we ain't never, like, just about every city we go to, we got people that we rock with who, oh yeah, y'all can come lay your head over here. Y'all ain't gotta spend no money on a hotel, because it's definitely costly. Being on the road like that, it definitely costs a whole lot of money. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that we definitely actually saved, you know, in that, you know, that particular area right there. And you ain't had to worry about, we spent all our money on rental cars and liquor and you know, party pikes and things like that or whatever, you know. So we were having a good little time. I enjoyed myself. It's just a feeling that being on the stage brings that nothing else can really bring, you know. I still haven't really, like I say, outside of my daughters and everything, I still really haven't found a feeling that actually matches. Being on the stage, having all eyes on you, shirt off, talking your little ish, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, the whole club going crazy or whatever, you know, females over there screaming, cameras up on you and everything. And, bro, I had so much fun. I wish I can go back now. I wish I could go back now. We gonna leave the rap alone. I'm getting a little too old, but, you know, I had fun. I used to enjoy it. You couldn't tell me I had fun, for real. A lot of trouble on the road too, but you know, we was already up for it. We was ready for it, you know. Jails, stints and all type of stuff and fights and all that. It's a lot that actually come with being on that road too. You know, because you gotta understand, for one, the type of music that I was actually putting out. You know what I'm saying? Then on top of that, being in the areas and the cities that I was being in, mainly with the people, you gonna have some situations, some altercations. You gonna have people who gonna like actually want to see if you talking or living at, you know, everything that you talking. So we done been through some stuff and all that, but you know, we always ready for any and everything. So you know, but I had fun. I definitely used to have fun. I enjoyed myself. All I was waiting for was that check to come. You know what I'm saying? I was ready for you know, somebody to come throw that bag at me. I was looking for you know, Plies and Snell, like, what's up? You know, come on. I'm trying to link up with these boys. I'm adding them and everything. You know, I say, man, I'm trying to get Big Gates Records. Y'all, this home team. Y'all supposed to be paying attention to what's going on back home. And, you know, I'm fine. You know, I got my little mixtape out and everything. And, ooh, I'm all over the spot. You know, what's up, man? I'm trying to be able to take care of my family off this. I want to be able to take care of my family out there rap. You know, I don't want to just be rapping about the stuff that I'm doing, but still making money off of the stuff that I'm doing. I want to actually be able to, you know, rap my life and make money off of, you know, presenting this to you. You know, I don't want to be actually in the streets no more. I just want to talk about it. You know what I said? But it won't work like that, like I said, and it costs a lot of money to, you know, record, promote, package your little, you know, package everything that you need, your CDs, and you know, you want everything presentable. You don't want just no blank CDs with your name scribbled on there and everything. You know, you want your package to be A1. So, you know, and just linking up with people and, like I say, rental cars and gas and, well, it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money involved, and when you in and out of jail, it's kind of hard to keep those funds steady for you to keep on, you know, doing what it is that you're trying to do. So, you know, that's the whole reason why I kind of fell back from the rap scene. Just like, I ain't making it well fast enough, you know, and it's way too much money, and I got little girls I gotta look after, you know. And there was a question I have been asked multiple times before from, you know, several different people. Why have a second child with an individual that you were already having issues with during the first pregnancy, you know, and after the first pregnancy? And honestly, like, after my baby, my first, it was to a point where me and, you know, my children's mother, we actually got good at one point. We got real good after the injunction and everything. I don't know, I think her little issue was always when she thought or realized that another female was in the picture, you know, because she's been gone for so long. And for some reason, it just seemed like when a female came into my life, you know, because I'm a very committed individual. I love to be in love, you know, I enjoy being in love, you know. And I'm going to give you 100 one time as we in this relationship. But, you know, anytime that came about, it was always animosity or something going on over there. That was the only time I really had any issues with her, initially, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, after the injunction and everything, and me going to court, and me actually getting a lawyer, and coming in here with a, you know, I'm sued every time I come in here, I'm a lawyer, he doing what he got to do, and, you know, Judge, this is what I need. I need for my children, I need for my child to be part of my life. I need to be in her life. I need to be able to show her things, teach her things, raise her in the way that she needs to be raised, And Judge over here looking at them and they just and all this little crazy stuff, and he looking at them like, what no? And then looking at me like, okay, because you actually seeing me, like I tell people a lot of times, when you go on a job interviews, whatever, or actually you fill out an application, you got so many applications on your desk, you just reading these, applications and everything, and you not really getting to know somebody, you just looking at them on paper or whatever, and, now that we actually in court, yes, you can look at my record, you're not going to see no convictions on there like that, you're not, but you will see an arrest record that's very, 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 very long. But when you actually see me and talk to me, and you actually get a vibe with me and find out what type of individual I am, it's like, okay, yeah, I can rock with him. I see he's dedicated to his children. I see he knows how to articulate himself. Anything, he's trying to get across, he eloquently puts it. He knows something. He's able to present himself well in this courtroom. These two over here just acting retarded. You know what I'm saying? So it gets to a point where like, I'm not about to do this, but after that little incident, she actually pulled me to the side, like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Like, you really do love your child. You want to be in their life. I'm happy for you. I'm sorry that I put you through this and that. And we actually started doing very good after that. Not on no intimate level, like, oh yeah, we gonna be together, nothing like that. But we started doing very, very good co-parenting. I talk to her, she talks to me. She tells me what they need. I provide for them. No issues whatsoever. And then I decided I wanted another child. I wanted a son. And I didn't want to have. I wasn't dealing with nobody. I didn't want to just have a whole bunch of babies from random females and stuff like that. And I was like, oh, we straight, so you want to give me a son? Yeah. That's how that happened. That didn't work. I actually think that we tried it again for a few weeks, and we are better under separate roofs. But we like I said, we were straight for the time being, and just we're gonna do something else. But I'm always be here. And then as soon as I got in the relationship again, it turned right back up. And it has never came down since. Honestly, like all my relationships, I don't want to toot my own horn, but honestly, I feel like I am the best boyfriend ever. Literally, I feel like I am the best boyfriend ever. And let me tell you why. I've always heard the same compliments over and over and over, from relationship to relationship. You are so much different from anybody I know. The way you talk to me is so much different from what anybody else has talked to me. Like you compliments. I actually had somebody in a relationship tell me at one point in the beginning, it was like, man, you be sounding lame and corny, and like, what? Why? Because you always calling me beautiful and telling me you love me and this. So I'm not supposed to give you compliments or something? You know what I'm saying? And it kind of took me back a little bit, like, who are you used to dealing with? You know what I'm saying? And I had a whole lot of love for this individual, but when she said that, it was like, you never had nobody give you no compliments? And then after a while, it got to a point where if I wasn't giving her compliments, she was in her feelings, like for real, like, are you alright today? What's up? Well, you ain't call me beautiful today, or you ain't, you ain't say this, you ain't said that, like, and from there, it was like, I don't know why you used to think I was lame in the beginning, like, just because you're not used to it, and, sometimes you shy away from things that you're not used to, and, you definitely was not used to that, but it got to a point where, like, okay, I love this, you have to do this on a day-to-day basis, anybody after you has to do this on a day-to-day basis. But me, things that I do just different. I'm run your bath water before you get out of work. Have candles around the tub. have lights cut off, have, you know, some Luther Vandross or some silk playing or some Jagged Edge or something like that. Who we getting down through there, and it's all for you. And I'm gonna just sit here on the toilet and talk to you while you vibe or whatever, you know what I'm saying?